I'm Peter Booth, the MD of CQM Training and Consultancy. We were really keen to plan this event with the National Skills Academy for Food and Drink because a lot of food manufacturers are taking on adult apprenticeships, but very few are actually looking to take on youngsters as their future talent pool. So we were really keen to try and get as many of the large food manufacturers as possible together so that we could find out why it is that they're not taking on more young apprenticeships. So hopefully today will give us some answers to that. We can set some actions for them.
All welcome here. We're going to, what I think is going to be an interesting discussion. Certainly I, as the big outsider, I'm looking forward to learning a lot tonight. And I would just ask Justine Posh, the National Skills Academy, to start us off, please.
Okay. Thank you, Lord Led, and a huge thank you for the kind invitation to visit the House of Lords and to host our somewhat of a debate today. I think it's entirely appropriate that we meet in these august premises because, according to the Gospel of Wikipedia, the role of the House of Lords includes questioning government ministers, improving legislation and debating topics of national importance and significance. And as far as we are concerned, there is nothing more important and of more important national significance than the skills of the food and drink industry today.
Some of the facts that you don't want to know about where our factory is: nearly twice the national average of long-term sickness, 12% of 18 to 24-year-olds claiming job seekers allowance.
But it took an apprentice that was green behind the ears to actually say, do you know what, this is an issue, rather than just accepting it as the norm. And he just challenges everything in a constructive way. And if you'd have asked him 12 months ago, would you have seen yourself having a career at Adams Foods, he probably would have laughed at you.
So actually, you guys here today actually have the majority of the employees, 11,000 Green Corps, something like 17,000 Two Sisters. These are big companies, 400,000, the largest manufacturing sector in the UK, the largest manufacturing sector in the UK. And you collectively, not the government, not retailers, you can actually work together, and you can work through the NSA, or you can work through your own industry bodies. Got the FDA, Frankfurt here, but also Chilled Food Association, Dairy Council is doing some fantastic work.
You have so much capital with government, and it actually, I could say it's a sin that you're not using it.
The reason we don't go to government is we get a better response from the retailers. This week I've got 3 apprentices working in Leeds, Holborn and across the road here, all in retailers. And actually, I get recognition from that. I get no recognition from government.
The bottom line is, I think, as the point was made about the retailers who are very, very challenging, is that the food industry that we work in is very volatile. So a lot of businesses lock into agency workers, mainly from Eastern Europe, who a lot of our factories, we've got about 6 factories over the UK. They're very hard working, these guys, and there's a reluctance to invest in young people.
And I'm not work shy. I was working part-time while I was at college, then left college obviously, and ended up getting this apprenticeship with Fresh Pack because I can earn while I learn. And at the minute, I'm actually being considered to be a trainer. And we'd only been there 3 months, and we were hitting the same figures, better efficiency and better waste management than lines that had been there 5-10 years. And we'd only been there 3 months because we'd had training and we weren't stuck in old, stupid ways.
I'm Scott Howarth. I work for Fresh Pack on an apprenticeship scheme, just as a machine operative, but already after 5 months I'm going into a training role to train new starters. It's an interesting experience that I've been included in here as a person to basically vocalise the thoughts of apprentices and to fight the corner of the younger generation that these people feel aren't willing to go into apprenticeships of the food industry.
I think that one of the things we learned from today is we saw and heard about some fantastic individual experiences of apprenticeships, people who are doing some really innovative and creative activity, but it was all used to one another. So I think the sharing of the stories has been really, really important.